Time for our second jam session of the day. Get ready for this one, guys. Carolina Panthers, they're up for sale at the end of the NFL season. Basically, their owner, he's kind of a scumbag. We'll talk about that later. Yeah. But it looks like they might already have a couple buyers for this team. So I've been teasing this all show. You've been talking about how Colin Kaepernick may be a minor owner. Well, the major guy, Diddy.
Oh.
Diddy, that's right. He posted this Insta pic with the caption, this picture was taken back in 2003, and it said, "This is God's work. It's time. Attention all NFL owners. It's time for diversity. It's time for black ownership. The time is right now. So let's make it happen."
Bad boy.
Okay, so they gained steam. Shortly after that, Colin Kaepernick tweeted, "I want in on the ownership group. Let's make it happen." Steph Curry also jumped in on this as well. Started to gain some steam. All three guys have something in common. They're of color, and there is none of that in ownership in the NFL.
And they're all powerhouses.
Yeah, you guys weren't big believers in the fact that this could actually happen.
No.
I want you to tell me why.
The reason, I think the Jerry Joneses of the world and the NFL owners are not going to let it happen. I think it's wishful thinking. It sounds great. I'd love for it to happen, but having Colin Kaepernick get in there and Diddy, let alone Diddy, I don't.
Yeah, I can see why you're saying this, because for those who maybe don't understand, when you say that the owners won't let this happen,
it's a boys' club.
The owners get to vote on another owner coming in. So Diddy can want to buy the Carolina Panthers, but they can easily say, well, we're all voting on this as other 31 owners, and we don't want him coming in because he's been very vocal about Colin Kaepernick being his quarterback for his team. And now you're talking about Kaepernick being a minority owner? Well, the owners who've done everything they can to keep him out probably aren't going to be too happy about that.
Well, he couldn't even become quarterback, so I think he's going to be an owner, right?
Exactly.
And even if Kaepernick wasn't involved in this, I think the Jerry Joneses of the world would be, I'd be surprised if they were okay even with Diddy. Although I would love it.
How cool would that be?
Well, he's promising the best halftime shows, the best pregame performances, all this stuff.
Have Lil Kim popping out,
which sounds great. Carolina has a great fan base. Here's the other thing that makes me kind of contradict what I was saying in terms of the owners maybe not allowing this to happen.
Yeah.
I think the onus is on them so much with a lot of racially charged content and how they've handled this Kaepernick thing. I think if they turn down a vote for a guy who's an upstanding businessman and a guy who's very savvy like Diddy, you'd only have to look at color, and then it'd really be on them as being an old boys club. So they'd be exposed.
It'd be a bad look for the NFL.
It'd be really interesting to see. All right, according to Redbook magazine, there are 21 New Year's resolutions you should make to keep your relationship on the right track. Here are a few of them. And I got to say, we do a lot of these lists. This is the one I probably agreed with the most. All right, plan a date night at least once a month. I think that's great.
That's cute.
These are more things as I look at them that I've been told to do by my girlfriend to make things happen. All right, not this next one.
Perfect segue.
Not this next one. Say yes to sex more often. I think that plays more her way. Put down the phone and talk with significant other for 30 minutes a day. I think that's a huge struggle because everybody loves their technology. Engage in some mild PDA each day, and don't worry about who's right. I love that last one, you guys. What do you think about the list?
I actually think, like you said, Jordan, this is a pretty good list. Usually there are some curveballs, but these are all pretty practical.
Yeah, what was your favorite one? Did you guys have a favorite one on the list?
My favorite one is don't worry about who's right. I think that's where couples really start to get in trouble, is trying to win an argument, win a debate, and be the one that is always right. This is just way better if you can just
you know what? I'd almost challenge that in any relationship. It doesn't have to be an intimate one, a sexual one, or with a lover. Like, I think with anybody you're with, you don't always have to be right. I think once you can release that pressure of always wanting to get your point across, it goes a long way.
It makes you a better person.
I agree. I also say yes to being intimate more, because I think that when you're in a long-term relationship, if you aren't intimate, you're just roommates and you're just friends. And then, I might as well live with my friend Julia. It doesn't matter. And so I think that's a really important component, and you have to keep that.
Yeah, and the other one I really liked, because it's so pertinent right now in 2017 with technology and everybody living like this all the time, looking through their phone, scrolling through Instagram, Tinder, swipe left, swipe right, is engaging in conversation again. Setting down that stuff and just living in the moment.
30 minutes is not that long of a time.
It's so funny. Like, there's places that get like national headlines for saying at our restaurant or at our place you can't use your cell phone. Well, you should just not use your cell phone, period. Like, people forget how to do this.
Totally. And you can think of great prompts too. Sometimes before I go to dinner, I think of one or two things I'm going to ask.
Nice. See, she's so good like that.
Get out of here.
It's such a Danielle thing.
That's game right there. That's game.
She is, man. I'm telling you.